Hello, welcome to this week's sketchbook tour. As promised, I did my nails this week. I also wanted to show you this little baby avocado I found in my sister's apartment. So cute. I just didn't want to be enjoying this alone. So we left off last week on the end of chapter 2, or like the chapter 2 starting to wrap up, and I had shown you many things that I hadn't yet colored. So let's do a quick flip through. Remember chapter 2 started with, I have a bad apartment situation. We've talked about it. To feel a sense of control over my situation, I just started packing. It wasn't like smart or well thought out, but it did make me feel better. So I turned one of my rooms I can't use because of secondhand smoke into like a box room. And that's what this was. I'm like packing, but like to go where? And then did some yoga. Fell down a portal, landed in Japan. Ended up on this little island, kind of bleak, and landed on a bird. Took me to this forest. Found my little red panda friend. And this is kind of where we left off last night, but this wasn't colored. When I tell you I've spent a month coloring bamboo sticks, I really mean it. That's just drawing and coloring bamboo sticks, and I'm not even finished. So we found the key. The key to the red door actually took us to back to this like box room, back to our reality. There's the cats, and I was like, no, let's go somewhere else. And we found these stones, stepping stones that change your outfit. And this was like, I just wanted to draw clothes, and I also wanted to just change her out of her pajamas. And I thought of a few different ways I could do this, like putting a random closet somewhere, but I thought this would be way more fun. So I spoke a little bit in the last video about like what each outfit is inspired by and who is inspired by. So it's like different artists and movies and like characters and stuff. But what I want to talk about today is the bamboo sticks, because I started off with these like super straight wide bamboo sticks like here, and then I kind of was like, I think there's better ways to draw bamboo. Like I really liked doing these ones up here and everything, but I found this other way of drawing them that's much cuter, and it's drawing them like this and like this, and then I tried this one. This reminds me of like 101 Dalmatians for some reason, just like the way the background is. I'm not finished shading those, but I also tried like different colors, and yeah, different colors, different shapes. Let me know which bamboo forest is your favorite. I kind of like the ideas like as her outfit changes, the style of drawing changed too. And I'll go through the outfit inspirations one more time. We have Harry Styles, Rapunzel, and go to my last video if you want to see like where these outfits came from or need a refresher on that one. And then when we're done on these little stones, see, I'm not finished here, or there. There's some details I have to finish. And the Greatest Showman, we got some gold detail here, which is funny because like it doesn't show up on the prints or the scan, so it really is just for me. I think if I print this, I'm gonna go ahead and draw those details in myself, because I'm only gonna make like a small amount of copies, but we'll see about printing gold. It's so nice in person. Leads us to this garden, and I'm trying to, we got a change of lighting here, so I'm gonna have to adjust. I'm trying to add like more depth to my illustrations. Usually when I color, I'm too afraid to like ruin stuff, so I really hold back. And I was trying to add more like mid-tones and dark tones, which I'm not usually comfortable doing. So I tried that here, which is like, I think it looks better than my coloring of landscapes usually looks. And there's some lilacs, of course, because I'm really enjoying lilac season. I'm sorry, I've got a weird shadow now, but it's lilac season. So I wanted to draw them because I've really been enjoying that. And this is actually a stool with like a statue of a fairy in it. And then she sees in the fountain here, there's a little like amulet, and she grabs onto that. I actually like this drawing. I'm not so sure about that one. And yeah, am I going to show you the next page? Because this is kind of how chapter 2 ends. So I'll show you just the not done yet pen and ink. She's going to land back in the box room. And then chapter chapter 2 is going to end. So I'm actually filming this later. This is back at my house. All the footage you're going to see outside of this segment was filmed at my sister's house, just in case you were wondering. I'm sure you weren't. I need to explain what happened. So we were going through the garden and things were going pretty good. Found this amulet, wasn't sure where it was going to take us, and I have to tell you, for context, I've been looking for an apartment. We know from this comic book and my stories that my living situation has been really not great for about a year. And it's really tough to find a place right now. Montreal is having like its first like rental crisis where the rents have just gone up by like 30%. It's just a little bit intense right now to find a place. So I finally found a place this month. In the month of May. I went to go see it twice. I started the paperwork, submitted my application. I got a co-signer, submitted their application. Finally got it all done last week. Was pretty much getting ready to move out July 1st. And I contacted the landlord because I hadn't heard from him after I sent the application, and I was the only one who had applied. He hadn't shown it to anyone else. He was holding it for me. And he sent me a text message back saying that he's going to renovate it instead so he can increase the price. And when I asked him if I could move in after that, he didn't reply. And it was pretty crushing because this is my only lead on an apartment and I've been looking for like a year. And it's just indicative of like the housing situation right now is that people in my income bracket don't really have a lot of choices, and everyone is charging a couple $100 more than their places should be. Like, it's been a huge change. And the city I live in is one of the cheapest in Canada, and it's the reason so many artists live here, because you can work part-time and make a living, but that's changing. Obviously, in the last couple of years, that's changed. So this was devastating news, and that's why we ended up back here. Like, I thought I was starting to feel optimistic again, and then I'm still in my apartment. I have no leads, no plans to move, and yeah, here we are. I do have another page here, and I do have a plan for what it's going to be. There's a nice little conclusion there. It's kind of like a happy and sad ending, and then chapter 3 is going to start. See? Summertime. So my goal is to start that like June 21st. So it's still going to take me a couple weeks probably to finish this and all the details here, and then like even some of these frames I forgot about back here. So yeah, I got lots to do, and that's it for now. And it's 96 pages, and we're on page 54. So we're well over halfway done. Thank you for watching, and if you got to the end, make sure you let me know, and I will send you a message. Have a nice week, and see you in 2 weeks.